Afternoon, all of you. Better, we are starting the miscellaneous exercise today. We have completed the exercise 2.2 yes, 2.3 yesterday. Now we are starting the last exercise, that is a miscellaneous exercise. They have given you in question number one fx is equal to x square, x is greater than 0 and less than equal to 3, and 3x, x is less than 3, greater than 3 and less than 10. And another function they have given you gx is equal to x square. The value of x is greater than 0 and less than 2. And it is equal to 3x when the value is greater than 2 and less than 10. They have asked you show that f is a function and g is not a function. Okay. So just we are trying to find the value of different terms. Just if you observe there, f0 is equal to 0. Okay. If we find the value of f1, you will get the value 1. If you find the value of f2, you get the value 4. If we put the f is 3, then it is equal to 9. If we put f is equal to 4, you know, we get 16. Okay, and so on. If we put the value of f10, okay, if we put x is equal to 3, so we get 9. If we put x is equal to 4, then its value is 4 3 are 12, and value of f10 equal to, okay, 4 greater than and equal to 3. We have to use this relation, you know. So if we put x is equal to 3, so 3 3 are 9. If we put x is equal to 4, 4 3 are 12. If we put x is equal to 10, then f10 is equal to 30. Okay. Similarly, we are just trying to find the value of this function z0 equal to 0, z1 equal to 1, z2 equal to 4. Okay. Or if x is equal to 2 here also we can put this by this relation, we get g2 equal to 6 and g4 equal to 4 3 are 12, and so on, g10 equal to 30. So what is the difference between these two relations? Here we are observing the different elements have the different images. But here we are observing the same element 2 has a different image. Okay. So it is a function, f is a function, but z is not a function because the same element have the different images. f2 is equal to 4 or f2 is g2 is equal to 6. Okay. It is not a unique image. You know, here we are observing the different elements have the different images, so it is a function. They have asked you, we have to show that f is a function and g is not a function. So f is a function because why? Because every element of set A have the different images. Okay, we have taken only the whole numbers in between 0 to 3, but you can take any value 1.1 also, 1.2 also. There is unlimited terms. Okay, so there is no need to write all the terms. Of we are our aim to show that we are getting the same value if we put x is equal to 3 by this relation and by this relation. because both cases we have x is equal to 3. But here whenever we get the x is equal to 2, we get the different values. So it is not a function. This was the logic, okay, to show that f is a function and g is not a function. Okay, come to the next part. Just I am removing this one. देखो बेटा second question है, if fx is equal to x square, if fx is equal to x square, then you have to find the value of f1.1 minus f1 divided by 1.1 minus 1. 1.1 minus 1. We have to find the value of this term. If we use this function, the value of this becomes 1.1 whole square, and the value of f1 is equal to 1 square. Here they have not given you 1. This is a simple term, so we have not to use the function. We have to only subtract 1.1 minus 1, it will be equal to 0.1. Now you can do the square, then it becomes 1.21 minus 1 divided by 0.1. If we subtract, we get 0.21 divided by 0.1. Okay, we can eliminate this decimal. We get the answer 2.1. So 2.1 is the answer of this expression what they have given you. Okay. Now we are just taking the question number third. It was very simple. Okay. Now we just see take the third question. Yes, I am just copying this question. Question third where they have given you fx is equal to fx is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1 divided by x square minus 8x plus 12. What we have to do, find the domain of the function. We have to find the value of domain only. So yesterday I have told you, have you remember or not, if we have to take care of two things. In the square root, we should not have the negative value and denominator should not be equal to 0. ठीक है, so we are just taking care x square minus 8x plus 12, it should not be equal to 0. ठीक है, any algebraic expression can be defined only when if it is in the form of p upon qx, qx should not be equal to 0. ठीक है, इस चीज का ध्यान रखना है आपको. So qx should not be equal to 0. ठीक है, so we have to find the values of x which cannot be equal to 0. We cannot make this expression equal to 0. So we can factorize this one. ठीक है, 6 to the 12. So you can get minus k 6x minus k 2x plus 12. It should not be equal to 0. You can take common x minus 6. Now you can take common minus 2, x minus 6. It should not be equal to 0. यानी कि x minus 6 and x minus 2, the product should not be equal to 0. Product cannot be equal to 0 if both the terms are not 0. यानी कि x minus 6 should not equal to 0 and x minus 2 cannot be 0. यानी कि x should not be equal to 6 and x should not be equal to 2. So you can take in domain all real numbers except 2 and 6. This is the method of writing. ठीक है, यू कैन टेक ऑल रियल नंबर, कोई भी रियल नंबर ले लीजिए, वन ले लीजिए, -1, -3, -4, 100, 20, 40, वट एवर यू वांट टू टेक, बट यू हैव नॉट टू टेक 2 and 6. So we will write in this way the all real numbers we are taking except 2 and 6. This is the method of finding the domain. Yesterday we have solved some questions which were given in the root form. So we have just tried to find the values we cannot make negative in the square root. In the same way, we have just tried to find the values which cannot, which are could not make denominator 0. Okay, have you followed this one? Now I am just starting the next question. तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 है, एफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू अंडरूट एक्स माइनस 1. ठीक है, अंडरूट एक्स माइनस, फाइंड द डोमेन एंड रेंज, यानी कि वी हैव टू फाइंड बोथ द टर्म्स, डोमेन एज वेल एज रेंज, दोनों ही हमें फाइंड आउट करनी है. तो डोमेन इफ यू फाइंड, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आवर एम टू फाइंड द डोमेन, तो यानी कि फॉर डोमेन वी शुड हैव एक्स माइनस 1 greater than equal to 0. यानी कि this implies x should be greater than equal to 1. यानी कि x की वैल्यू जो है आपकी 1 से ग्रेटर होनी चाहिए. तो यू कैन राइट डोमेन इक्वल टू 1 to infinite. ये हो गई आपकी डोमेन. ठीक है, this terms was given in square root. ठीक है, that's why we have taken those values which are positive or 0. The x minus 1 should be greater than equal to 0. 1 we are taking to right hand side, it means x is greater than 1. So we can write this 1 to infinite. Now our aim to find the value of range. What the values we can take as a range? So just let y equal to x minus 1. ठीक है, now just do the square, y square is equal to x minus 1. We know that y square is always greater than 0. ठीक है, so we should have x minus 1 should always greater than 0. यानी कि x should be greater than 1. यानी कि range will be also greater than 1. ठीक है, as you just observe here, we are taking x is equal to 1, so we will get 0. ठीक है, if we put 1 here, so we will get the value 0, or if we take x equal to 1.1, we will get the minimum value is 0 and maximum value there is unlimited, but here it is the coming the value. ठीक है, x is greater than 1. So whenever we write the range, ठीक है, we just take care of both the things. So we cannot take the value. डोमेन में हम जो वैल्यू ले रहे हैं, दैट इज वी आर टेकिंग x इज इक्वल टू 1. मिनिमम जो वैल्यू है, इफ यू पुट 1 इज इक्वल टू here, so we will get the minimum value 0. So maximum value, there is no unlimited value. Then so we will write the value taking care of both the things from 0 to infinite. ठीक है, but in this case we have taken y equal to root x minus 1. Y square is greater than x minus 1. y square is greater than 0, ठीक है, it is better you just find because we have to find out the value of by taking this, we are not getting the correct answer. It is better just you put the value according to the domain. ठीक है, so we have to convert x is equal to y square minus 1. We have to convert x in terms of y. So you will get x is equal to y square plus 1. ठीक है, तो यानी कि x की वैल्यू जो y की वैल्यू जो आएगी, it is making some confusion. That is better you just use this one, है ना. For finding range they have given you because the range is depend on domain. ठीक है, रेंज के लिए for finding range we can use those data which we have decided earlier. देखिए, minimum maximum value we have to find. If we put x is equal to 1, है ना, minimum value is 1. If we put x is equal to 1, we will get x, the value of y equal to 0. So minimum value will be 0 in the max, or the maximum value there is no limit. So minimum value will be 0 and maximum will be infinite. So you have to take care whenever you write the range, you have, because the range depends on domain also. ठीक है, in question number, now we are taking question number 5. fx is equal to modulus of x minus 1. ठीक है, if we take fx is equal to modulus x minus 1, तो domain में there is no problem, you can take all real numbers, यानी कि minus infinite to infinite. ठीक है, yesterday we have also solved, that was the question minus modulus x which we have solved yesterday. ठीक है, so domain में there is no problem, you can take all your numbers, but whatever you put input here, you will get the result will be positive only. So range will be, because range will be always positive, है ना. Here this is all your numbers, but you have to take here from 0 to infinite. You will get the only positive real number, क्योंकि negative number will not come, because it is a modulus function. Modulus function gives the positive result always. So you can write in this way also, positive real number. The range will be positive real number, domain is a real number. This is the question number 4 and 5. Now we are starting the next question. Question number 6 है बेटा. 6 को they have given in this form, so we can write fx is equal to x square plus 1 plus x square. ठीक है, be a function from R into R, determine the range of f. We have to find out the range of f. Domain में you can take anything, but it is a positive number. Numerator क्या होगा? Numerator always positive. Numerator क्या होगा? Always positive. Denominator will be always positive. ठीक है, नेगेटिव नंबर तो रिजल्ट में आएगा नहीं, है ना, क्योंकि इट इज ए स्क्वायर. बट वी नो दैट न्यूमरेटर से डिनोमिनेटर बड़ा है ना. यू नो दैट डिनोमिनेटर इज ग्रेटर देन न्यूमरेटर. अगर कभी भी ऐसा होता है, बड़ा कैसे, यहाँ पे यू कैन टेक एनी वैल्यू, आप 1 लेंगे तो 1/2 हो जाएगा. इफ यू टेक 2 तो 2/5 हो जाएगा, 4/5 हो जाएगा, है ना. इफ यू पुट इन प्लेस ऑफ x is equal to 1, you will get 1/2. If you put x is equal to 2, then you will get 4/5. If you put x is equal to 3, then 9/10. You will get one number more than the numerator. अब डिनोमिनेटर is greater than a numerator, say you can take a negative value also. If you put negative value also, you will get the same answer. If you put x is equal to -2, then also you will get 4/5. ठीक है. If you put -2.2, you will get the same result in positive term. So denominator is always greater than numerator. So we will get the minimum value. If you put x is equal to 0, if you put x is equal to 0, you will get 0/1. यानी कि is equal to 0. So minimum 0. Minimum value of this function will be equal to 0. Or maximum it can be equal to 1, but not 1. Approximately equal to 1. Because the denominator in all cases are greater than the numerator. But you will, if you put the higher value, you will be close to 1. Suppose if you take here, in place of x 100, so you will get 10,000, you know, divided by 10,001. So it is very close to 1. You will get the 0.99 something number, है ना. So it is, but it is will not be always equal to 1. ये कभी भी है ना, it cannot be equal to 1. ठीक है. तो maximum value we are writing only in open interval. The range is possible from 0 to 1. This is the question number 6. Now see the question number 7. If R2R, they have given you some function fx is equal to x plus 1 and dx is equal to 2x minus 3. Find the value f plus z, f minus z or f upon g. So we have to find out the value of f plus z. This I have told you earlier also. F plus z का मतलब है you have to put the value of fx plus zx. ठीक है. The value of fx is equal to x plus 1. The value of zx is equal to 2x minus 3. यानी कि the answer will be equal to 3x minus 2. ठीक है. If you want to find out the f minus g, so you can subtract f minus gx. If you want to find out the f upon g, so f upon gx means you have to find the value of fx divided by gx. So fx is equal to how much? Fx is equal to x plus 1. Gx is equal to 2x minus 3. This is the division. ठीक है. You can find the quotient and remainder also if you want to find. There is no need to. You have to write only in the division form. This is the algebraic expression form. ठीक है. So now this question we have completed. Just see the next question. तो बेटा क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 है आपका. In question number 8 they have given you f equal to 1 1 2 3 0 minus 1 and minus 1 minus 3. ठीक है. Be a function from z to z. Z to मतलब integer to integer. ठीक है. fx is equal to ax plus b. You have to find out the value of a and b. fx is equal to ax plus b. We have to find the value of a and b. So by giving these conditions, it means क्या? If you put x is equal to 1, so you will get the value of f1 is equal to 1. It means we are putting suppose f1 here in place of x, a plus b. Then f1 is equal to 1. यानी कि a plus b equal to 1. This is the one equation. In next condition में 2, 3 means if we put x is equal to 2, f2, ठीक है, 2a plus b और f2 is equal to 3, यानी कि 2a plus b. This is the second equation. Now you have to solve. There is no need to use these 2 data. Out of 4, by using 2, you can solve the value of a and b. So we are now subtracting, ठीक है, in place of, ठीक है, first equation को अगर हम subtract करते हैं, this one equal to a plus b. This one is the first equation. Now we are subtracting this one. So b से b cancelling, 2, it is equal to a. A is equal to 2. By putting the value of a, you can get the value of b. A की value अगर हम put करते हैं, the value of b will be -1. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से we can find the value of any function if they have given you some condition. If there are 2 unknown, so we require 2 condition. If there will be 3 unknown, 3 constant, so then we will require 3 condition. ठीक है, but they have given you more condition as we required only 2. This was the question number 8. Now see the question number 9. In question number 9 में क्या है? R is a relation from n to n defined by FAB, A equal to B. Are the following are true? Chali, let's see the stand. I have to rub the board first. So the question number 9 में they have given you such that FBAB, इसका मतलब क्या है? FA is equal to AB belongs to R the following, A equal to B square. Just I am writing first the full question. They have given the relation R AB such that AB belongs to natural number and A equal to B square. Are the following are true? A belongs to R, 4A belongs to N. यानी कि A belongs to R. It means क्या है? A belongs to R and A belongs to R, A belongs to N. Sorry, यहाँ पर R है और यहाँ पर A belongs to N. क्या ये natural number में it will be true? A means if we take A B, it means A is equal to B square. यानी कि we are doing the square of second term. It means A equal to A square. ठीक है, ये फर्स्ट पार्ट है. क्या A equal to A square पॉसिबल है नेचुरल नंबर में? Yes, it is possible है only for 1. 1 is equal to 1 square, but 2 is not equal to 2 square. But in mathematics, we accept true only when it is true for all values. So it is false. Now you see the second part. What is the second part? AB belongs to R. implies that BA belongs to R. मतलब ए बी बिलोंग्स टू आर का मतलब है इफ वी टेक ए इक्वल टू बी स्क्वायर देन दिस इम्प्लाइज बी इज इक्वल टू ए स्क्वायर. क्या ऐसा होता है? जस्ट सी, इफ वी टेक हेयर 4 इक्वल टू 2 स्क्वायर, है ना, 4 इज इक्वल टू 2 स्क्वायर होगा, यानी कि ए बी आर द नेचुरल नंबर, देन दिस कैन बी पॉसिबल. ठीक है, 2 इज इक्वल टू 4 स्क्वायर, या वी इंटरचेंज दिस नंबर, क्या इट विल बी ट्रू? नो, इट इज नॉट ट्रू. ठीक है, so it is false. And similarly, the third part we are taking here, the third part is if we take AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, implies that AC belongs to R. AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, implies that AC belongs to R. क्या ये ट्रू होगा? मतलब ये दोनों कंडीशन अगर आपकी फुलफिल हो रही हैं, क्या वो थर्ड कंडीशन भी फुलफिल होगी? किस तरीके से? फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू टेक some number, suppose we take if 16 is equal to 4 square, है ना, in place of A we are taking 16, in place of B we are taking 4. 16 is equal to 4 square, and BC belongs to R. It means B को we are taking, B we have taken 4, and C we are taking 2 square. यानी कि we are observing that A is a square of A equal to B square and B equal to C square. क्या ये पॉसिबल हो रहा है? क्या पॉसिबल होना चाहिए? A related to C. A कितना है? We have taken 16. C we have taken 2. 16 should be equal to 2 square, but it is not here. ठीक है, so it is false. In mathematics, we accept true only when it is true for all values. But it is not happening here. It can be true for special values, but we accept true only when it should be true for all values, all natural number. If we are discussing with natural number, so it should be true for all values. What they are saying, just see again, they have made some rule. What they have made the rule, if ABR we are taking two number in a ordered pair, the second number, the square of second number, it should be equal to first number. ठीक है, ऐसा कोई भी नंबर हम ले सकते हैं. सपोज 9 लेते हैं, 9 इज इक्वल टू 3 स्क्वायर. 25 लेते हैं, दैट 25 इज इक्वल टू 5 स्क्वायर. तो इस तरीके के रिलेशन क्या हमें जो है ये चेक करना है, वो इसमें फॉलो करेंगे जो गिवन कंडीशन है. दे हैव गिवन द डिफरेंट कंडीशन इन डिफरेंट पार्ट. In the first part, they gave you condition A equal to A square. ठीक है, अब A equal to A square, yes, it is possible for one only, है ना. I give the example, we do the 1 is equal to 1 square, but if we do the square of other number, which is not possible, है ना. If we take -1 also, the -1 is not equal to -1 square, but 2 is not equal to 2 square, 3 is not equal to 3 square, so it is false. We have to take care what the condition they have given. In place of B, we have to take A. B की जगह A ही लेना है, तो क्या हो जाएगा? A इक्वल टू A स्क्वायर हो गया. ठीक है, अब इसी तरीके से हम